Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm Stephanie if you're new here. All right, so some of you guys have asked for more Instapot recipes. I have a perfect recipe if you guys are into short ribs and sauerkraut. I am probably going to be the only person in this house that is going to eat this. I use my Instapot quite a bit, and a lot of times I don't take out meat in time for me to be able to cook up things. Same as tonight, I have my short ribs that I had in the fridge, and I need to cut them in pieces, and then we're going to saute them. Usually you would have them thawed out and then you can saute them in your Instapot. I'm still going to do it whether they're frozen or not. We're just going to do a little light browning on some of the sides of the short ribs, and then I'm going to show you how to set your Instapot or what you need to set it to. I'm just going to share with you guys how to make this recipe. So there's a couple steps to making this recipe. We're going to start out with the short ribs first. I'm going to show you what you need to do to season them, to get them started. And then after the cook time with the short ribs, we're going to put some sauerkraut in there. We're going to add some biscuits into the mix of what we already have in there. So the thing with the biscuits, if you want to make them homemade, you might have to cook them a little bit different. I'm just going to show you with some of the regular Bisquick buttermilk biscuits and show you how to do that. So my mom used to make this recipe when we were little, and she used to just put it in a pressure cooker. So we're going to try it out in the Instapot, and I know other people have made short ribs and sauerkraut in the Instapot, but we're going to do biscuits on top of it and see if it's going to turn out. So we're going to do this in a couple steps, but I'm going to make it nice and clear for you guys to understand on how to do this. So the first thing that I need to do is cut my short ribs in a couple pieces if I can get them separated, and then we're going to saute them, and I will show you what we're going to do next. So this is what my Instapot looks like. I don't remember what size it is. There's probably something on here that states what size it is. But on mine, I have soup broth, meat stew, bean chili, poultry, steam, porridge, multigrain, and rice. I'm not going to do any of that today. We're just going to do the high pressure for 30 minutes for these short ribs. But we first need to saute them, and I'm going to show you how to do that after I get this cut up. All right, so I'm going to add some oil to the bottom of my Instapot. And then all I'm going to do is push my saute button, and we're going to saute both sides of the short ribs, and we're going to take them out, and then we're going to add some beef broth to it, and then we're going to add it back in, and I will show you what we need to do.
I was at the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky when you took my hand.
I'm going to add my 1 cup of water, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of my beef broth. So I'm just going to put that in there. So it's 2 tablespoons to a cup if you get the powdered stuff. All right, I'm going to put these back in, and it doesn't matter if they're overlapping. This is similar to how I make my pork chops in the Instapot also. I use the same broth. All right, I'm gonna put this off to the side. All right, so we're gonna add some seasonings on top. I'm gonna add some paprika. It's usually my go-to seasoning when I do meat, and we like a lot of that. I'm also gonna add some parsley. going to add just a little bit of chili powder and some garlic powder. I'm also gonna add some salt and pepper. Okay. All right, so that is all seasoned. Now I'm going to show you how to set your Instant Pot. We're not gonna do anything with the sauerkraut or dumplings at this time. We're gonna cook our ribs for 30 minutes and then we're gonna add everything after. All right, so if you're familiar with using the Instant Pot, you just put it on your cover. And then on the back, you have this little weight on the back and you need to push it towards the wall. So if you pull it this way, you are releasing all the air. If you put it towards the wall, you are sealing it. So you want it to go that direction. And then my pressure cook button is right here. And I have the minus and plus, and we're just gonna bring this up to 30 minutes, and it's already gonna start in a second or so. And when this is done, we're gonna do a quick release. We don't want to do a slow release with this, so it's on. Now it's gonna take time to build pressure. So usually if I set it to 30 minutes, it's probably gonna be around 40 minutes altogether with cook time, just because it still has to build up the pressure. All right, so this is what we need to do right now. I'm gonna come back when this is cooked and I will show you the rest of the steps that you need to do to make this recipe. All right, so my ribs are done. Now we're gonna shut off the Instant Pot. So all I'm going to do is press cancel. And then also you're gonna see a little button right here that's up. We want that to go down. So now we need to do a quick release with it. So I'm just going to pull this lever close to me and that's gonna let out all the steam. A lot of times I like to open the door here just so that the steam goes outside. So that's what you're gonna hear when you let off the release. I'm gonna let this work its way down and I will come back. Sauerkraut right here, we're just gonna dump this whole thing inside with the ribs, and then I'm gonna cut up some of the biscuits. We're gonna put this on top and we're gonna cook it for another 5 minutes. So you just need, so now that the button's down, you can take off the cover. Here, let me show you what the ribs look like. So this is what the ribs look like. They should fall off right off the bone. If you don't know if it's cooked all the way, you can check it with a meat thermometer. But I am not worried about it. I'm just gonna cook these a little bit longer anyways with the sauerkraut and dumplings. I'm gonna add this right to this. I haven't gotten to make my own sauerkraut yet, but I want to eventually. I might actually buy one of the containers that you use to make it. I'm not sure yet, but that is my goal someday to do that. All right, so that is in here. And, okay, so the sauerkraut is in. Now we're gonna cut up some of the biscuits and we're just gonna put these right on top and see how they turn out. All right, so I got supper cooking up over there just because I know some of the kids aren't gonna eat this, but this is how it turned out. I am very impressed with how the biscuit turned out in here. I kind of was hesitant on if it was gonna work or not, and they turned out really, really good. So I think this is gonna taste really good. I'm actually going to be running this over to my mom tonight, and hopefully she will like it, and hopefully it's similar to what she made when we were little. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have tried ribs and sauerkraut in the Instant Pot before, and let me know if what I did today on my video was easy enough for you guys to follow. Let me know if you guys end up making it. Come back and comment on my video. Otherwise, hopefully you guys liked today's video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.